from last week. Okay. Hey, you guys. Good morning. Happy Monday again. Welcome back. So for the first since last week, what we've been doing here in the team, we pause every morning from 8 till 9:30 every day for the past week. And all we did for what we have been doing in the past week is designing our life, right? So I was sharing here with the team. Everybody in the team are welcome, right? So our team members, our team selling partners and stuff. Because what I was sharing with the team is most people spend most of their time. Do you know? Most people spend more time designing their vacation than their best year ever. So we as a team, since the best 2017, and so today is kind of, we wrap it up. Today is kind of the last day of this whole 1 week journey. So we have invested, how many hours is that, Julio? 1.5 hours every day
daily for the past six.
So how many hours is that? That like about 7-8 hours. Yeah, I don't know. The math is no good here. Huh? 12 hours.
It's 9
So it's about 12 hours. We invest 12 hours. It seems silly, right? There are 365 days in a year. We only invested 12 hours in 365 to design, not only to design 2017 be your best year ever, but to design, make sure everybody in our team have the best life ever. So today, I just want to today, as we go through the summary here, I just want to share with you so you can capture the moment. You can be part of this journey a little bit, because if you are my Facebook friend, I want to make sure 2017 be your best year ever as well. If you are not here, then I'm sorry. If you work for somewhere else, you should. I don't know what to say, right? Okay, so let's capture. Let's do a quick recap here. Who wants to go first? What about you, Cherry? What do you get the most out of last week and today? What's the biggest thing? What's your, like what? Because remember, knowledge without application is not gonna make a difference, right? What would you apply?
So for today, the most important thing I learned from the video is you can change the seasons. You have to change yourself, like physically, mentally, spiritually.
Oh, that's good. There are 5 things, right? Oh, Cherry is a good one. So basically, what you're saying, we cannot change the circumstances, right? It is what it is, right? We live in the fact is we live in the richest country on planet Earth, right? And people still struggling here. Then I don't know, shoot yourself or something. But you say it's good, right? There are 5 things. 5 things we can influence. What is it, Cherry?
Okay, so the first one I have appearance.
Hang on just a minute. There are 5 things you can change. You say it's physical, right?
That's physical.
And then what's the second thing?
And then your appearance.
Spiritual.
Oh, spiritual.
That's good. The appearance is within the physical, right? But later we're gonna come back to that, the appearance. But then the second one is spiritual.
And mental.
Mental. Who still remember?
Who was the other 2?
Hey, you are the one who brought it up.
That's what I have. Physical, spiritual, and mental.
Only 3.
Yeah. Well, look at the notes again.
There's only 3.
Yeah, I got 3.
And then this is the key to personal development, right? Personal development. We invest personal development in physical, spiritual, mental. We're keeping a journal, and then the ability to absorb, right? But that's good. Let's go to the physical, Cherry. What do you get out of the physical one? You mention about appearance, right? Because people says, well, don't judge people.
Right.
Don't judge a book by its cover, but it's kind of hard. If I don't like the cover, then how am I gonna, right? How am I gonna see the inside?
Yeah, so he said you have to treat yourself like a temple, because like a temple, you always have to take care of the temple.
Correct.
Yeah.
Your body, so that's good, Jerry. Your body is the temple. Treat your body like it's a temple, because that's the only place we gotta live in right now. This is it. Like we got nowhere else to live, right? So if you don't take care of your body, if you abuse your body, if yesterday, today is Monday at 8 o'clock here, we are up and running. If yesterday on Saturday and Sunday you went to the club, right? If you're drinking all this alcohol, you're taking drugs, you're taking all this. If you're putting toxic in your body and you wonder why this morning you cannot be in your office at 8 o'clock, well, there's no. If you keep on putting toxic in your body one day, one day, all these drug addicts, they don't just be drug addicts day one, right? You understand, right? There is no baby born addicted to drugs, or there is no baby born addicted to smoking. You know that. Have you seen a baby born and start smoking? It doesn't exist. Right, Kevin? It doesn't exist. Have you ever seen a baby born alcoholic? It doesn't exist. But it's the little things that we do every single day. You put toxicity in your body, one day, that's it, man. Yeah. So you know, be successful. If you want to make 2017 be your best year ever, we need to treat our body like a temple, because it's the only place we got to live in. This is it. Like, I cannot live in somebody else's body. The only place which you cannot, Julio. The only thing you cannot delegate. I cannot pay somebody to do my push-up for me. Do you know that?
Right.
I cannot pay Edward to do my push-up for me. Cannot do it. Everything else we can delegate. You realize that, right? Everything else we can delegate. But I cannot ask him to do my reading for me. Hey, Edward, read this Bible for me, man. Hey, Edward, do 10 push-up a day for me. I cannot do that. Right? That's good, Cherry. So, number one, you say appearance, and then second thing, you say spiritual. You say about treat your body, right? That's good. Your appearance is what you dress, what you eat, right? What you put in your mouth. That's really good. And then what else, Sherry? What else? Good stuff.
And then for spiritual, you have to, if you believe it, practice it and study it and practice it.
I'm sorry, say it one more time.
For spiritual, if you believe in spiritual, you have to study it and practice it.
Yeah, you believe. Okay, yeah. So practice it, right? Meaning apply. What does it mean to you when you say that, Sherry?
Well, I'm not really spiritual, but I have friends that are like Christians. They study the Bible, they read and study the Bible, and then they just apply to it.
What's your understanding spiritual? Like, what do you mean? What does it mean to you, right? There's no right and wrong, but what does it mean to you when you say believe it and then practice it, right?
Well, say like for the Bible, don't steal. Then just when you study it, then don't steal.
Yeah, that's the law. I think when this morning when we talk about spiritual, I think we are talking beyond that, right? It's beyond do this, do that. Spiritual here doesn't. I really believe when we talk about spiritual this morning, it's beyond religions. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about just because you go to church doesn't mean you're spiritual. You understand that? You know that, right? Just because you go to a temple, just because you go to the Buddhist temple doesn't mean you're a Buddhist. Just because you go to just because every Sunday you go to church, that doesn't make you a spiritual person, right? That just makes you a church goer. That's all it is, right? But that doesn't make you a spiritual. But what is spiritual means to you, Julian? What is it? Here, the wise man here. Listen, everyone. You're all these kids here.
No, to me, just being spiritual, I guess is you get like Shelly said, you need to study, practice it, be good, behave good, do. I don't know. It's mainly just be the best you can be.
Yeah, spiritual is the inside.
To apply your spirituality.
Spiritual is the inside you, right? So we talk about spiritual. We are talking about, for example,
The inner force.
Yeah, the inner force is the when you wake up every morning, right? You'll be thankful. We talk about the attitude of gratitude, right? Yesterday, be appreciative of what we have. Spiritual means we are talking about the calmness. We are talking about those kind of stuff, right? We are not talking about. Okay, what about the next one, Cherry? What do you get out of today?
Okay, so for mental, you have to learn, change, and grow. And then you have to nourish your mind and also defend your value.
How can we apply that?
So, for example, if you make a mistake, then you learn from the mistake, and then hopefully you don't make the same mistake again.
What about you, Denise? What do you get out of that mental? Personal development, right?
I'm not a big reader, but he recommended some books to read. So I think that it starts by when you read, you just learn more. And he says, don't be a follower, be a student.
Yeah, don't be a follower, be a student. When we read this book, right? It depends on.
And basically, I think it boils down to whatever you want to accomplish, be a student of that subject.
Hey, in our
If
team,
you
I'm
want
not
to
sure.
be rich, just read about rich people. How do
Yeah.
they do it?
If you want to be wealthy,
If
read
you're gonna
about
be-
wealth, right? You want to be
in
healthy,
good health, then read a book about
about
health.
health, right?
So you want to be happy, read books about happiness.
Happiness.
So
That's
therefore,
good.
increase your library and improve in whatever area you want to improve. So in other words, I guess you don't know what you don't know.
Yeah.
So therefore, you want to learn something, study about that subject.
Every Saturday morning, I'm not sure if you know, I know you just joined in the team, but every Saturday morning, one of our leaders, Kyle, actually hosting the mastermind call every Saturday morning for the past 4 years. So take advantage of that. That's available to you, only for you. It's not open to the public. It's only for our team. So for the past 4 weeks, and you wonder why the guy is very successful. Like, sometimes some of the colleagues just here and I just gonna, like I cannot require you to show up there. It's weird, huh? Like we are making this mastermind call every Saturday, and basically every Saturday we read a book, one book a week. That's all it is. We finish Think and Grow Rich. Last year we finished Think and Grow Rich. We finish How to Win Friends and Influence People. What else we are reading? Right now we are reading The Millionaire's Mind, right, Julio? You're
Yes.
part of the Saturday call. And then we read, what did we read last year?
Grant Cardone, the
Grant Cardone, 100 Ways to Stay Motivated. And we read all kind of books. On average, our team last year in 2016, as a team, we read about 10 books as a team. This is on top of the books that I read personally, and Kyle also read personally, right? But we, as a team, as a company, we read 10 books last year, and then we discuss it every Saturday. Every Saturday from 8:30 to 9:30, you just get on the mastermind call, and just be part of it. It's anybody in our team are welcome. It's only for our team. Do you know how many people outside there they want to be part of this mastermind call? You cannot. And the key is some people try to do this, but it's just not consistent. We've been doing it every Saturday, 4 years, for the past 4 years. This year is going to be our 5th year doing it. So just get on the train, right? Especially you just joining the team, right? Because if you don't be part of it now, then you get used to it. Everything is a habit. Whatever you do now on your first 3 months, it's gonna from this point forward, it's gonna be the same. If in the first 3 months you keep on skipping the training, which nobody's gonna force you anyway, then from that point on you're gonna be skipping. Like I cannot fire you guys. You understand? I can do something with the staff team members because they are on payroll, right? If they come here, the office at 8 o'clock, they come at 8:01 3 times, then hey, get a job somewhere else. I'm sure there's a company outside that have an office hour at 9. Hey, in fact, if you guys are watching here, if your office start at 9 o'clock, post it here. Some of our team members, I think we need to free them. Free them to the employment world. Right? I'm sure there's a place outside that start at 9 o'clock. I'm pretty sure, right? 9 to 5. Because our office hours here from 8 to 5. So if you come at 8:01, you are late. Right? You do that 3 times, I'm sure I'm really sure many companies start at 9 o'clock. Okay, what about, what else, Kevin? What else you get out of the whole, Edward, anything, what else you get from the whole week? For the whole week, man, it's about your life, designing your life.
Yeah. So we have to know what we want first. That's what we're talking about in the first week, right? So we have to know what we want, set our goal, and focus how we get the goal. So on this end of the day, on this end of the program, actually, we are knowing how we develop ourselves to get our goal. So like in the mental way here, that we have to learn what we want to get. So we want to get rich, or we want to get smart. We want to get to know what the program, our selling benefit or buyer benefit. So we have to learn about that one, and then we can apply.
Hey, that's good. You know what Penny is saying? You have to be educated. Motivation is not enough, because if all you do just on the motivation, and you have the no knowledge, right? The education base is not there. Then we get what we call a motivated idiot. Right? Motivated idiot. Motivation is not enough. Yeah, I want to do it. You know how many people I met? I want to do it. I can do it. Dude, you have no skill. What can you do? Absolute nothing. I can do it. I want to do it. I believe I can go to the moon. Okay, right? But you have no skill. You have no skill. What can you do? Nothing. You can do nothing. You're useless, basically. You know what I mean? So motivation is not enough. So what you say is that, yeah, education is important. That's why we invest every day throughout the year. Later on, as we move into January, February, every day we do our training here every day.
And then it's related with number 4 on number 5 over there. So basically, when you read something, when you learn something, just take a note. Like he said, you have to believe more on your short pencil than your mind.
Yeah, I rather trust a short pencil than a long-term memory. Right? Somebody told me that about 20 years ago. Because 20 years ago, I listened, like, okay, I know. And then somebody told me, hey, Rudy, I rather trust a short pencil than a long-term memory. From that point on, I'm taking notes. Right? I don't trust my long-term memory anymore.
And then he even said that the journal is the one that he nurtured as a treasure. So that's awesome. And then you have to learn ability to absorb. Because if you just came and then blank your mind when you go to the training, it's useless. So open yourself, broad up your mind to get whatever we learning. So then you can apply.
Okay, man, that's good. So keep a journal every day, right? As we go to training, write down, keep a journal. For me, this is my journal, and I have a stack here at home of all my yellow pens, right? Okay. What else? That's good one, Jerry. What else you get out of this, Edward?
He said repetitions is the mother of skill.
Ah, that's good.
I believe if you have an action a day, let's say you read a book and you make that a habit, I believe it turns into characters.
Yeah.
That will set up your future.
The crazy thing, Edward, you know what's the cool thing about that? Everything is a habit. Of not doing that is a habit.
Yeah.
Do you know that? Everything is a habit. Why do you think people become a criminal? They don't suddenly go kill somebody. It starts from small, man. It starts when they're a kid. Maybe last time when they steal a pencil from Barnes and Noble, maybe the mom didn't discipline them, right? Because he just steal pencil, or somebody didn't say okay. And then it gradually grow from stealing pencil, and then when they're in office, they're stealing time. That's why for me, it's not about, when people steal time, right? When people in the office, they work and then they're playing around with Facebook and stuff. I don't really care about that, but it's about you are actually destroying your own self. Because right now you are teaching yourself you become numb. And then it leads to a bigger thing. And then you still, I don't know what else, like bigger thing, and then suddenly it's big thing. Nobody born a criminal. Nobody. So that's good, Edward. So what do you say just now?
Repetition is the mother of skill.
Repetition is a mother of all learning. Good or bad? Good or bad, man. It works both ways. Right? It's the little things. Just like when we go to McDonald's. When I go to McDonald's, eat hamburgers now, I'm not going to die of heart attack now. If it is, then, if you start smoking now and then suddenly if Julio pick up a cigarette now and he die now, like nobody's going to smoke. You know that, right?
It doesn't happen that way.
It doesn't happen that way. You eat a hamburger a day and a cigarette a day. You do that every day. 6 years from now, and you wonder why we have all kind of heart attack and stuff, right? Kevin, you go to the gym 30 minutes a day, doesn't make you a six pack right away, right? But you do that every single day. That's what keep you healthy.
Make a difference.
Yeah. What do you get out of today, Kevin? I mean, not today, but the whole program, designing your life. Like, what do you get out of designing your life?
Because I'm reading the book as well, the Think and Grow Rich.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of stuff that he said, it's kind of the same ideas from the book. So I really like the one that he talked about. All virtues begin from learning.
Oh,
so
yeah.
that's basically saying as what Edward just said, that you cannot stop learning. Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything you believe in, you just keep learning.
Yeah, man. It's a never-ending journey to improvements, right?
Yeah.
That's why the school doesn't end when we graduate from school. School just gets started. Right? Definition of education is to draw out. It's not to take in. To draw out. So what do you learn? What do you get out of it, right? What do you get out of it? That's good. Anything else, Julio? In the last week, every day, we invested 12 hours designing your
Pretty
passion.
much, I learned that we need to drop all the bad habits. If we need to change, we need to drop all the bad habits. I mean, we need to start from there. And sometimes that means we need to start relationship with different people, because everything you do, if the life that you are in right now you don't like it, then pretty much we need to start changing.
That's a good
One
one.
is the habit, and the other one is probably the people around you. Yeah, because you become who you hang around with.
You become who you hang out with, right?
We don't like the present whatever we have right now. We just need to change.
Yeah, that's a good one. Hey, that's a good one, guys. I want you to share, because that's a good point what Julio is sharing. What are the 5 habits? I want you to share the 5 habits that you don't like. Like the people you become the average of the 5 people you hang out with. I want you to share here. Who are the people you hang out with? If you hang out with drug addicts, with the drunkard, womanizer, right? People who go to strip club, then you wonder why your marriage is no good. That's the reason why. That's a good one, Julio. So it's not enough to just have a vision as to where we are going. We need to stop what we don't want. Change the habits. That's good, man. And Cherry, you kind of bring it up, right? So in order to summarize the whole week, so to get the lifestyle that we want, we need to look at the results. How to get the results that you want, you need to change the action step that you take. We need to start changing. So what's the action step we take today? How to take certain action? Is your attitude behind it, right? Like is your how you approach things, and then it's all begin from your thoughts, right? It's your why. What are you doing? Anything else, you guys? Anything else, my online friends here? Anything else? Anything else to make your so today in the whole week, everybody already have your. So we start with this, right? So you have your goal. You get your step by step to make 2017 be your best year ever. We did your goal planning about your what is this? We started off with your mental, with your family, spiritual, lifestyle, relationship. You have your top 10 goals 2016-2017. Cherry, I received your email. So you need to have accountability partners to each other. If not, you can always send it out, email it to me. Then I will be your accountability partner, right? So you just have to find accountability partner, because 365 days journey, and every day, and this is your GPS. You know, because if you don't keep this, if you don't write, remember, part of the thing you need to write. We need to write down our goal every day, first thing in the morning, and last thing at night, because this is your GPS. Because if we don't do this, if we don't write down every day, twice a day, in the morning and at night, what happens?
You just forget.
365 days. I'm telling you, there's a lot of distraction here. You will get lost.
You don't even remember your goals.
Yeah, you don't even know.
I mean,
like by March, you don't even know. Like, what's the purpose?
Right.
Like I meet people like adults telling me, I don't know what's the life purpose. I'm like, dude, you don't know what's your life purpose? You are 50 years old. You don't know what's your life purpose. Okay, no problem, right? So we need to write down every day, first thing in the morning, last thing at night, because 365 days, a lot of distraction. You will get lost.
You know, as we've been studying different books and talking to different people, I'm learning that everything that we have and attract is actually what we think about. So we need to start changing that mentality to keep attracting what we want.
Yeah.
Not so far what we've been attracting. Yeah. So it is a journey, and we just need to get better at that. And one of the things is to keep it up on your daily journal and goal setting every single day, reminding yourself what you want to keep attracting.
Yeah, you need to know what's the point A, point B here, man.
And I bet you, well, by the end of the year, I'll let you know if I accomplish the goals by implementing that technique.
Yes, every day, twice a day. First thing in the morning, before you sleep. Then keep your every day, throughout the day, keep your mind sharp, because you know, okay, today I exist because of this. So that way you can remove the noise. Because never mind 365 days, throughout the day, there's so many distractions. It's not what you say yes to, it's what you say no. When people give me all kind of distraction, do this, do that. No, man. You know why? Because it's not in my plan.
Yep.
Right? You are not helping me. So there's only 2 types of people as we meet throughout the day. Either you're helping me to go from my point A,
You
point B,
distracted me.
or you're actually moving me away from point A to point B.
That's a good point.
Right? If you're moving me away, then I just say no. If you're moving me closer, then I say yes. So it's an easy. It's like a GPS, you know, because everywhere, every turn is go left or right. I don't know, man. Where are we going? Right? So make sure we do that twice a day. This is it. So tomorrow at 8 o'clock, Ronnie is going to run our VIP buyer system for the whole week. For the whole week next week is our VIP buyers benefit system. All right, man. Make 2017 be your greatest year ever. See you tomorrow.